we're also going to talk about Jake Connor because I thought he was a disgrace on Thursday night.
Yeah.
I said it the week before, Scotty. If he plays at 6, all FC are going nowhere. Now, they played Kelly at 6. They might as well have played you at centre because Jake Connor, for me, was a disgrace. What do you make of him? I know you've spoken to Radder, so again, you've got to be careful what you're going to say, but is there any danger you turning that on to silent, or are we just going to keep having a listen to your messages?
By the way, James has been on, and he's done our work for us because he's pinpointed the moment in the programme when he said, "Challenge Scotty to sit in a bath and wash your peas." So I can get the clip out. Thanks for that, James. 10th of December, 120 minutes, 124 minutes.
Well, I want to know if all them FC fans that have been slating me for saying that they're rubbish and won't make the playoffs are going to come back. You know, because they quote you to you get that.
Oh,
as a journal, you say something, and they go back 6 months and go, "Oh, you said this 6 months ago." It's horrendous. I'm going to go. I should go back and start trolling through this. But Jake Connor, disgrace, in my opinion. We believe he had an exchange of words with Mark Minicello as he left the field. Minicello's been quite diplomatic in the paper today, saying he's a talented kid, but he's got a lot to work on. Number one, he's got to be his attitude, hasn't it?
I think also as well. I think it was there for everybody to see, wasn't it? It was. So let's
not for the first time.
Yeah, listen, let's not put no spin on this. And we all know what happened with Liam Watts at Hull. You know, Radders gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 goals at saying, listen, we want you to save this club, but you've got to change your attitude, you've got to change whatever you're doing because the players are getting fed up with it. Anyway, that went. But what I saw there on Friday night, it was quite simple. And whether he's looking to get a move away from the club, that's the talk around the place. But you cannot make yourself bigger than the team. You cannot make yourself bigger than the club because everybody questions the talent and quality of what Jake Connor is as a player. Don't disagree with that, but also as well, when was his last good game?
Well, that's what I said to you. That's what I said to you last week.
So when was his last good game?
I think when he was at the Jungle, the
Cass,
yeah.
So that's 3 months ago.
Yeah,
3 months ago at least.
He might have played. I haven't seen him in a
So you look at the consistency. What is he bringing to that side? He wants to play number 6, as Mark rightly says, and I'll totally agree with that. When he has played number 6, he's been absolutely useless and clueless. So what is he bringing to Hull at this moment in time? Secondly, when you are playing the game rugby league, there's a law in rugby league to say the opposition can tackle you. Every time he gets tackled, he's just whinging, he's just moaning, So the purpose of what he's bringing to Hull as a club at this moment in time is absolutely zilch. And if it was me, and I've said it in my column today, if it was me, I would fine him 2 weeks' wages for what he did on Friday because he got himself simbin. I think he's well had a few words when
they got marched 20 yards downfield.
Got marched there, so it's not the first time from the game from there, and also to the simbin from there. For me, he gets fined 2 weeks' wages and he's on the transfer list. I'd want him away from that. I would get rid of him at the club.
I did the radios, with Paul Cook, like yourself, a former Hull player. Cookie said Radford's got to get rid of him. He's now got to get rid of him.
Yeah, I agree.
He's become a problem. They need him out.
Absolutely. But the big problem in down for Jake Connor is not a problem of being a rugby league player, not a problem of being a quality rugby league player, but which club will want him? Okay. Which club will want him in that dressing room of theirs? I don't think there'll be too many.
Counter that though, can they afford to let him go? Because one of their issues.
John wants to bring him to the side at this moment in time.
Well, let me finish. One of their issues is creativity, and particularly around their halves and their spine.
Yeah.
On his day, and admittedly that is the issue, there's no consistency there.
Yeah.
But on his day, he is an England player. He is one of the best players of competition.
Right,
those sort of players don't. You've got to think though who you're going to bring in.
The quality of Jake Connor is not in question, and I'll mention about Truman as well, playing at Castleford that he played last week. Well,
showed him up.
Right, so but his last game, Jake Connor, was 3 months ago. That's not good enough. It's like when we look at Wakefield. Wakefield, they were supposed to get in the top 5 this year. What they've done, they've won 1 game in 13. When you're looking at consistency, when you look at your quality players, you've got to get that high up on it week in and week out. If you are going to be a quality player week in and week out, you've got to be looking at between 8 and 9 and 10 every week. 1 bad game in 10, or 1 average game in 10 from there. And Jake Connell, at this moment in time, he wants away from Hull, but the way he was on Friday night, as from a playing aspect, a discipline aspect, that's telling me you're getting fined and you're on the transfer list. I don't want you at this club.
It's like when he played for England last year against New Zealand, he had a great couple of games, everyone was praising him, and it's like that's gone to his head. And now his attitude now, in nearly every game.
It's shocking.
It is. So I just think they've got to read him the riot act and say, look, this is your last chance saloon. If it continues, then you've been in. But I don't think that they've got enough quality at that club in those spine positions to get rid of him.
But when he has played number 6,
Yeah, I think he's a fullback. I don't think he's a number
fullback?
6. Yeah, I don't see number 6. I think that's one of the issues. He's played 1. He's played in the centres. He's played at 6. He's never really had a settled position, but I don't think he's a number 6.
I said before, I'll tell you what I would play him. I'd play him at loose forward, because you know that bit of anger he's got in him, this sort of thing.
It's not big enough.
Well, listen, you know, like, with the skill-wise he's got on that footwork and that big, just give him a free roll, let him do what he wants on there, and then also as well, when he gives it a little bit to the forward to tackle him, some of the forwards might just banjo him, he might show up a little bit. I would play him loose forward.
In that respect, did Cass do a good job on him? Because Senny Lefeo was in his grill every possible time, wasn't he? I thought Senny Lefeo played really well the other night, and I thought he'd give him it, and I don't think he liked it.
Yeah, but
I think that's a message. Any team that plays, I'll wind him up and he'll get off his game.
Well, do you know what? Do you know why in Jake Connor? Because as I say, we used to do it sometimes. Let's say, like Kelvin Scuddy. You know, Kelvin was an angry man, but even when we say to Kelvin, you know, oh, you're looking very nice today, Kelvin. Oh, I tell you what, you're running very hard, and that wound him up. You get a reaction straight away. So it doesn't matter what you say to them, or if you are aggressive with them, they just react. It's in their DNA. They react whatever way. But even when he's getting tackled, even by the smallest fellas on the field, he's just absolutely erupting. And as I said, the law in rugby league, you can tackle the opposition, and he doesn't like it.
And the other thing with that game on Thursday, I mean, Albert Kelly, he looked like he'd been on my diet or your diet. He did not look fit at all.
I thought he played alright, to be honest with you.
You go down and break some of those tries, his defensive work, his contact and attempt to tackle was woeful.
Well, all right,
he was a passenger.
I'll tell you what.
And he did not look fit.
He defended better than Sika Manu, I thought. Manu
but also, but all right. Then, but what about the other one? What about the number 7? What about him?
Yeah, well, it wasn't a good team performance across the line.
Okay,
I thought Kelly was particularly poor.
Go on then.
Well,
Kelly was better than Sneak, don't worry about that.
Dave's mentioned, will Connor be at Leeds next year? Has that changed Connor's demeanour?
Where would he play at
when that
Leeds?
story came out?
Chance on Luke Howe and Joe Connor.
Where's he going to play? I don't know where he'll play.
Leeds won't want him. Leeds won't want him now. Don't worry about that. They won't want him around that club. They won't want him around that dressing room. Not a chance. I'll be absolutely. I'll be gutted me if Leeds sign him. I will.
Go on. Someone's been on and saying that I don't like Hull.
You don't like Hull, yeah, apparently. It's Steve Bucknell. Mark Musgrave is not like any Hull teams.
All FC have underperformed, and I said at the start of the year they won't make the top 5.
You've always been biased against Hull.
It's looking like they won't make the top 5. Barring a miracle, if they do fair play. I also said Hull on their day could win the comp, but for me, a team that's worthy of winning the comp doesn't have a points difference of minus 107 with a winning record and don't lose by 50 odd. You know, they are a disgrace. They're throwing the towel too easy. I've got a question, right? And we were told Lee Radford's getting a new deal. Adam Pearson said that on Sky. Getting a new deal. It's not been signed yet. Should he be worried? And I've mentioned this before, Radford. Are they playing? They're a team, right? They're not playing for their coach. Why are they so bad? Why did they lose to Huddersfield last week? Huddersfield were decent. You know, they had a go. They do what they do. They
got hammered to Salford the week before.
Defended well. They got hammered by Salford. They lose at home to Huddersfield. That Huddersfield result is going to stop them potentially getting in the top 5. And then they got a Cass must-win game. And to be fair, if Uzi hadn't got that intercept try Logan, they wouldn't have even been in it at any point of the game, would they? No. So what do you think, Radford? Do you think he'll sign a new deal?
I think he will stay because this year. Pearson came out at the end of last year. We're going to change all the squad. We're going to get rid of all these players. He couldn't do that because they were all under contract. Now there's a clean slate. Who's coming in? Fanua. There's a few other players whose name escapes me. But they've made some decent signings. Josh Jones. Yeah. I mean, obviously Manu's retiring. Minichello's going. So they've got the Chris Sarte from the Warriors. There is new players coming in. I think he will get the chance to rebuild that squad next year. But in saying that, if they start next season like they've ended this season and started last season, remember it was 13 losses in a row. Yeah, there is going to be pressure on him to deliver.
But also as well, when you look at the players who they've signed, it's going to be the same sort of style of play what they've been doing. Look, the big forwards haven't signed for Noah, obviously the winger. But all that will be...
Manu, yeah.
But all that will be for Noah, just realistically, he'll be batting the ball in from a dummy half, and then with the kicks over from Steed again. So I just feel as though they need a different philosophy on attack with ball in hand. Well, certainly not going to get that with Sneed with ball in hand because he can't create absolutely nothing. And Albert Kelly, is his contract up or has he re-signed, Kelly?
I think he's got another year.
He's got another year, hasn't he? So and as I've said, as good as what and what he brings to that side in Danny Outman, I just feel as though they need a hooker with more explosiveness and more variation around that ruck
I think
area.
Jordan Johnston is, what they're hoping, I guess, to provide that, whether he comes off the bench or whether he, competes for that starting spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. They do need to go in a different direction.
Yeah, they need a different philosophy, a game day philosophy. They do.
I'm just getting over John's comment from earlier. Some comments I can't believe you said that. Some comments from people on Facebook. Karen says Jake isn't the only one not performing, he just shows passion and his frustrations in a different way. He's like telling his teammates to go forth and multiply. Tim says, my question is, why is Lee Radford allowing Connor to waste his talent? What happened to man management? Woody says, all genius players have flaws. There's a long list of them playing Super League. Hull and Jake need to get it sorted. Dave
Genius
says,
players,
well,
No, I think he is on his when he wants, isn't he? Like you said, he's that
But
X factor.
to get to that level, to get to that, Sinfield, Cameron Smith, Jonathan Thurston, you have to perform and win things, and he's not performing.
Dave says Connor to stay in Amendy's ways. Jake has to help himself. Mark says Connor believing in his own hype. Stronger man management required from Radders. And Andy says nobody likes Hull, not even people from Hull.
That's it. See, if we'd have said that, we'd have got into trouble.
Kyle says Hull are forever signing all these big players. Every year they are inconsistent. When does the transitional period stop? Hull need to find a Darrell Clark type player. The interesting thing about Hull, after looking at the Great Britain squad last week, there must be a reason why Zach Hardaker's not in and Jamie Shaw is in. And if it is because of whatever's gone on in the past off the field, I think we should be told that. Because that's obviously the reason Wayne Bennett's not picked him.
Yeah, well, someone said we were going to talk about Wigan. We will do,
Yeah.
definitely.
But why is that a problem though? When you've had 4 or 5 chances,
Well, just
like,
come out and
that's-
say
Yeah,
it.
we'll come out and say
yeah.
we're not even considering selecting him. And I think you're right. I think if he's not up for selection, you've got to tell everyone.
Bit harsh on me.
And I honestly, I don't think Jamie Shaw's got the attacking game.
I don't think Jamie Shaw should be in over Hardaker, but I don't think Hardaker has been playing as well as some people think he has.
He's been playing all right.
I think he's been playing all right, but is he the same Hardaker? He doesn't seem to have that pace, that devastating pace and ability to create like he did in 2017. It looks like that time out of the game. He's still a very good player. I think he's adapting his game as he gets older, but I don't think he's as devastating as he was in his Leeds days or his Cats days.
I think he's going to get a chance to get his hands back on that grand final title this time. We'll see. We'll chat about Wigan later.
Ian says we all know what the Legends floor is. Brackets chocolate biscuits.
Exactly. Or brownies. He had 6 brownies in one go.
I've got the Hull FC
brownies.
chocolate rugby balls.
I've had 3 brownies.
3.
Well, no,
You had
I've
2 before.
I've had 2. One's a taster.
One's a taster. What
Not
about
the
the other
right
6?
Everybody will. Thinking I'm an idiot.
Drink.
Eating all this.
Drink
Eating all
it.
this.
Drink it.
Actually, look alright. This. Let's have a look.
Who sent us these all FC?
I got them cheap. I
Oh,
needed a couple of programmes for my collection, so I bought them.
That's
online.
only a couple of them.
how long's it been there?
There you go.
Oh, they've been there a few weeks, but what do you make of them?
Very nice.
Well, there you go. I was a big fan, so Hull FC, send
Yeah.
some chocolate rugby balls. No, we just slagged you off for 10 minutes, but
No, we just merely questioned. Look, they could still make the top 5. They could still win the grand final.
I know I've kind of taken us off on a
They could
tangent.
also lose 50-0 at home on Friday.
Indeed. I didn't really mean to do this, but Luke says, how is Shawling over Evans? Never mind how.
Yes, we mentioned
Yeah,
last
yeah.
week now levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Salford in the playoffs. What Salford?
Russell Sheepherder, I don't think that's...
Do you reckon that's his name?
No. Says, there comes a time when every coach has brought all they can to a club. Radders may be at that point.
I think that's a fair point. I think we overlook the fact that sometimes, and you'll know this, Scott, you've played professional sport. Sometimes you get sick of hearing the same voice, and you think, yeah, I've heard this before. I'm not, I'm
Yeah,
not
exactly. Yeah, players will decide how long a coach lasts for. No two ways about it. Yeah. But I think with Radders, the thing for him is that he's got a great relationship with the chairman. The chairman knows what Radders brings to the club. He knows it's black and white through and through. But at times, will wear off. That at times will run its time from there. But
To be fair though, they have invested in the squad, haven't they?
Oh,
He's still
yeah,
going to get one more go.
Oh yeah, with that, yeah, with the
They need Super League, the cup. They've got the cup. They've had the cup.
with the players what they've signed for next year. But again, I just want to see a different philosophy in the style of play.